Today is my 96th round of chemotherapy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Today is a very, very big day. As most of you know, I have cancer. I've been having cancer for over a year now. Something that's going to be new very, very soon are infusions. Because I'm going to remission this April, exciting as hell, I know. After finally a year of chemo, rough treatment, I'm finally going into remission. But this doesn't mean that I'm stopping treatment completely. Instead of the rough chemo rounds, I now have what's known as an infusion. An intravenous infusion. Because I have bone cancer or acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is rare in adults, and it can most likely be fatal if not treated. Thankfully I got on chemotherapy, and thankfully I had all the support I needed. But now after the rough chemotherapy journey, I need something known as an infusion. This infusion is basically, for the after treatment of cancer. In 2024 I relapsed again. So since I'm relapsed, I have a really, really high more percentage of relapsing again and again. So my chemo supplies, one of them is a very big bag, and you've seen it in videos before. That bag was basically the chemo round, basically in the bag. And that consisted of a 9-hour session. There was this white tube that you've seen in videos before. Before that, I had to take shots, which was basically intravenous. These shots, I have several of them. These are all my shots. Those were the shots that I had to constantly keep taking. And, those were what I was actually taking right before I got diagnosed with cancer, because I'd gone into coma February 2024. But now comes the big news. In April this month, I'm going to be finally in remission. And you're probably thinking, finally, no more treatment. Nope, that's actually not the truth. No more chemo treatment. 9-hour sessions every 4 days. Now comes intravenous, or the chemo intravenous infusions. Basically having a little bit of traces of chemotherapy in them to keep my cancer in remission. In this bag, My Infusion. Am I having this today? God no. Am I having this in a few weeks? Yes. It has finally came in. I'm not taking it, so don't think in this video that you're gonna see me on infusions. You won't. You actually won't see me on infusions until May. Wanted to get it covered by my insurance, and thankfully by God, they covered it. And we're gonna go into a deep dive of what's in the bag, what it does, and the reason why I'm having it in May. As you guys know, I had said that I was getting through the treatment in April. These are monthly. So I don't start them April 26th because I would have had a chemo round, and that would fuck me up. It would. Oh my God. Immediately May 26th or May 25th, somewhere around there, I would have to take my first infusion. Crazy exciting. Not nervous really right now. This is the little infusion. Is the infusion bag. This is the little tube. This is the button. And you can kind of tell. We'll zoom in here. There's a little gray button. So it's very hard to tell because the white overcast of flash. But there is a small gray button. When I click it, it makes a small sound. That is increasing the dose, or how fast the bag runs. So this bag is supposed to run 30 mLs per hour. And all we have to do is click it 30 times. Done. We haven't got to all that. So this bit's not hard at all. Just gotta click a tube 30 times. So right now, the supplies are on that bag. These are all the supplies that are so far on this Chuck's pack. The next thing in this bag that would go in that very bag that you just saw. The next thing that we really need to grab out, syringe and heart tube. those right there that you just saw was my average heart chemo. I have this, and I've been having this for several years now, about 8. February, yeah, 8 years. Now comes the new stuff, slightly new. A 1 ml syringe and 2 medications. So, now 2 chucks pads to hopefully contain everything. It's very tedious. Okay. Fusion supplies are all great. So, these are basically everything you need. Well, this is basically everything you need for the infusion. This is all the infusion mess. There are different supplies, different things that you need for it. So this baby 1 ml syringe that we had showed you previously is basically just 1 ml. You do with the bag. Open the bag, and these are all the different meds. You would open it, pull up about 1 syringe. And now you have drawn up yourself almost an entire ml. Make sure to flick the syringe because you do not want air bubbles. That could quite kill me. Bag's open. Syringe is all good. Do the same process. Donnie has the other syringe, my brother. You would open the bag again. Close it and begin to press 30 times. I get these about 3 kits a month because if anything were to happen, if it went in unsterile, if it got dropped accidentally, we would have to restart because infusions have to be really, really sanitary. Something could potentially go horribly wrong if not contained as sterile. So all this stuff goes in that bag. This heart chemo does not. It will just do the same process as it did. We would pull up the syringe of meds, and then we would add the heart chemo. This is the bag. That's the infusion. That is what I'm getting for a while. Discarding all of this. We here have a trash bin. You'd have to grab a bag. So like any bag like this, grab your first tux pad that had the infusion. All your medicines and syringes, you would take that out. You would typically take the caps off, but that's fine. You would also just fold up your chucks pad. Throw all of it away. That, my friends, is my infusion. So that is the entire process of it after 4 hours of diligent hard work. Most of it's waiting. It's a waiting game. So I'm sorry for this long section. I think that'll literally be this video because I don't have much to film. There was going to be the cap and gowns, but I will save that for another video because this one took too long. So this is my infusion. The supplies finally came in. Not too long, I can't remember when we ordered them, but they finally came in. We got sets of them, and now we are ready to be prepared for infusions that come in May. That's so exciting. Don't worry, I'm not starting infusions until a while, and when I end chemo, I'm going to upload every Sunday. So every single Sunday, you might see one of these baby chemo infusions, around. They're expecting that I do them every Friday, the chemo infusion. That's my entire infusion process. Thank you all so much for watching. See you next time. Bye. Chemo tubes. I basically essentially have what was in that black. Oh my god. If I can focus. I'm going to grab this medication. Thankfully he did not drop that.